Welcome back to 843 TV. Joining us now is Mr. Brady Boyd. He's the Executive Director of the first tee of the Lowcountry, Hilton Head Island, located here on Gumtree Road. Brady, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Lisa. Pleasure to be here.
I know you're excited about your new role, just been involved for the last few months. Is that correct?
Yep, I started February 1st, replacing Mike Davis, the former Executive Director, who did an incredible job the last 3 years getting our chapter started and getting our facility open. So I've inherited a wonderful facility, 13 acres out on Gumtree Road. Our offices are right under the same roof as the Boys and Girls Club, but then the property opens up to 13 acres. It includes a 6-hole short course, a 325-yard driving range, and a 9-hole disc golf course. So we're one of the, I guess less than 5% of the chapters in the United States have their own facilities, so we're one of the lucky ones that has a facility, so we have no excuses to have to contract with another property. We can make all our programs extremely affordable, in most cases free and accessible to all the kids in Beaufort and Jasper County.
Well, I've been to the property myself many times, and you're right, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's unique with all the facility options that are there. So tell us about the programs themselves that you offer.
Okay. Well, our main program is our life skills classes. Those are the classes where kids get our 9 core values and our 9 healthy habits worked into the golf instruction. So as opposed to somebody going to a regular golf camp, in our life skills classes, they're getting the golf instruction, putting and chipping and full swing fundamentals, sometimes using our snag equipment. If they're new to the game, it's plastic clubs with Velcro balls and things that are very safe. And if they've played before, we've got clubs of all sizes and regular golf balls that the kids can hit. But along the way, we're working in values like respect, honesty, integrity, competition, perseverance, integrity. Those kinds of values are worked in, and we ask them, what does respect look like to you at home? What does respect look like to you on the golf course? Golf's the perfect venue for that because it's the only sport where you have to police yourselves. You have to play with people you've never met before. So you have to introduce yourself. You have to have a 4-hour conversation and dialogue taking place. You have to apply etiquette along the way. So they have to learn all those things. And a lot of those things relate very much to just life in general. So it's a great parallel.
I understand the 23rd of April is your grand opening. Can you tell us a little bit?
It is the 23rd of April. It's a week and a half from now. Our original grand opening was scheduled for the month that the hurricane hit, so we've pushed it back till now. But we are going to have an open house out there from 2 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, April 23rd. And have live music provided by Cranford Hollow. There'll be food venues that include pizzas, ice cream, popcorn. We're going to have a giant blow-up dinosaur that you can hit birdie balls into. We'll have snag equipment where the kids or parents can, we'll be demonstrating. The kids can interact with it on putting and chipping. Going to have a live long drive exhibition. We're going to have live disc golf exhibitions, fishing contests, all kinds of fun things. So there's no charge for it. It's at our facility at 151 Gumtree Road. We've got room for hundreds of people, and we hope that they all come out.
Sounds great.
Yeah, thanks.
Brady, how about the summertime? Are there any programs or camps that you offer for kids or
we
teens
do. As I mentioned, the life skills class is really what separates us from anything else. So we try to do those year-round. Most of them are in 6 to 8 week segments, 1 day a week for 6 or 8 weeks. This summer, we're going to not only have that program that'll start the week of June 12th for those people that are going to stay for most of the summer, but we are also going to start a 1-week life skills class for residents if they would like, or tourists that are visiting the island, so they can get all those things worked into a 4 or 5 day window starting the week of the 12th also. We'll have longer days, and instead of a 2-hour class, we're looking at 2.5 or 3-hour class compressed into 4 or 5 days, so they'll get those values, those 9 values worked into 2 or 3 values per day. So we'll hit all the high points and cover all the things that qualify them and certify them as a life skills participant. And so we're really excited about that. That hasn't been offered before. So if you're here for the summer, we've got you covered, and if you're here for the week, we've got you covered. And as I mentioned, it's going to be different than just signing up for a junior golf camp because of that element where we're really teaching values and habits along the way.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk more about those, because I think it's safe to say we're in a time where integrity and honesty is lacking in the world of sports, especially the professional level. And so kids these days are looking for role models and examples, and they may or may not find those in those professional athletes. So it's very important to instill those into the kids these days. So on those topics, how do you actually go about? Do you have a portion of the day in their program that you sit them down? How does it work? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, if we took the value of respect, before the lesson we'll talk about respect, and we'll ask the kids usually, what do you think respect is? And some of them are right on the money, and some of them are off on their tangents and close, but we celebrate whatever answer, because by answering they're displaying confidence, which is also another one of our values. So. Respect on the golf course would mean standing still while your opponent's hitting, keeping quiet while your opponent's hitting, giving them the honors when they've won the previous hole. Those are all examples of respect. So we talk about that. We talk about repairing ball marks and divots and what respect looks like as far as caring for the property. And then we try to send them home with homework and say, next time we see you, we want you to tell us what you did this week that showed respect at your house, and what you did at your school. And we'll send the parents an email that night to tell them what we talked about, and ask the parents to kind of support this and show us or tell us what, if they saw a difference in their child during the week. And the kids will come back and say, well, you know what I did? I did the dishes for my mom last night, and things like that. So we start and end each class with those kinds of conversations. During the class, when other people are hitting, if somebody's acting out, we'll say, you're not being very respectful. Let's have some respect for Tom. He's hitting now, and things like that. And we'll go out and repair the ball marks that I talked about. And we do that for all the 9 values. We have examples of how it relates to just golf. And then, if the kids are having a hard time coming up with how it relates to something at home, we'll kind of help them with, here's something you can do at home that shows confidence or something like that.
Sure.
So.
Well, we're about out of time, but I love how you're getting the parents involved. I think that's key to helping establish and instill those good values. So thank you for what you're doing there at First Tee, and I look forward to coming out, and you all come out to the opening event on April 23rd. And thank you for joining us today for another episode of 843 TV, where communities come to speak.